Hey everyone, I'm Bri.
And I'm Cambria, and you're listening to
Sister-in-Law. Hello, sister.
Hey, so what's up?
Not much. I have a really exciting topic today.
I can't wait.
It's been on my mind since January. I had a friendship breakup happen, and I've been noodling on it for months, but it's far enough removed now to where like I feel like I can talk about it reasonably.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it just made me think about, I've been doing a lot of like reading and research since then on adult friendships, especially female friendships, especially like in your 30s, everything changes so much from your 20s.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk today about, adult friendships and friendship breakups and kind of like anyone who's listening in, like whether you can identify or whether you just like want to learn about how friendships change and how you can kind of keep them.
Yep.
Or end them if they're not serving you for whatever reason.
Right. I don't know where I would be without my female friendships.
Right?
I think I'd be dead.
I agree.
And I'm not being like melodramatic. Like I just like I don't think I'd be here.
There is something so sacred about it.
Yeah. They support me. They're my number one support system, you included.
Yeah. No, I think it's like what makes the world go round. Yeah. Like if female friendships ended, I think the world would like implode. Right.
Well, and like in a couple episodes ago, we talked about like the male loneliness epidemic, and like I just
look what they're dealing with over there.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't want that. Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Okay, I'm ready.
I mean, so like, like you were saying, like female friendships are literally vital to a woman's mental health, and you can be related to your female friends or not.
Yeah.
It's whatever it looks like, right? It can be an aunt, it can be someone you met at school, it can be whoever, but they're so important. I personally grew up I was raised primarily around women. And so and I have two sisters. Now I have more. And so like for me, female friendship has just been literally what has made me survive in this world up to this point. Aunts, cousins, childhood friends, college friends, etc. Like friends I met in my 30s. Like the list goes on.
I mean,
and
I call you about everything.
Yeah.
Like work problems, personal problems, a haircut. Should I buy this thing? Like I feel like I literally can't make a decision without one of my girlfriends giving me like the thumbs up.
Yeah, and it's like different ones for different decisions.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Like I'll talk about it later, but even like my decision to talk about this on this podcast, I had to consult the friend group that it affected.
Yeah.
And like everyone gave a different perspective and opinion about like why I should do this or why I shouldn't. And like all those perspectives are so valuable. And I'm like, oh my God, you thought about this in a way I never would have thought about it.
Right.
Yeah. So I just want to talk a little bit about like why female friendships are actually harder to maintain as adults. So in like childhood and school, friendships form through proximity and repetition. So you see the same people every day and you don't have to work for it. Right? You're like, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to see my best friends.
Right.
Easy money.
The only place like that as adults is work. And that's only if you go into an office.
Right. Exactly. And you have college and then you have your office if you go in. So adult friendships require intentional effort that nobody really teaches you how to do. Like, do you remember when you graduated from college and you went out in the real world and all of a sudden you were like,
wait, what?
What's the plan here? Like, I have to reach out to people to like hang out. Like, it's not just happening to me anymore.
Right.
Did you ever, I felt that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think another thing I've been recently thinking about is when we were younger, like straight out of college, I did so many networking events. I think because I was like, I moved to San Francisco. I didn't have all my friends there. I think subconsciously I was looking for friends, but I was also like, I just have zero community. So like the only thing it's not weird for me to just show up at is like networking events. And I don't have plans, so I'm going to go to this.
Yeah.
And they'd also usually feed you or like give you free drinks, and I needed free stuff because I was poor.
Yeah, and it's hard to go and do that for a lot of people.
Yes.
Like you're an extrovert.
Yeah.
You know, I am too, even though I'm like an extrovert introvert, which I think we both are. Yeah. But like we can walk into a room and talk to strangers and it's not going to like scare the pants off us. But a lot of people, it's really, really hard to get to that point. Yeah. So like it's a tough area to be in for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But with adult friendships, you have to really actively and intentionally choose each other over and over again with all these competing demands of careers, relationships, kids, moves, and life transitions. Like we've all had that friend who had a kid.
Right. And then they like disappear.
Yeah.
Or that friend that got married and disappeared.
Yeah. Or the friend who even just got a boyfriend when we were younger and like
disappeared.
Yeah. Or even didn't even disappear, just was less available.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Like I remember my two best friends in our 20s, like they both, well, one of them had a boyfriend the whole time and then she moved in with him. And then around that time when she was moving, we all lived together. So she moved out to move back in with her boyfriend who she'd lived with prior in college, but they just had to like live separately for a little bit because he was still like going for his grad school.
Yeah, they were just like in different spots.
Yeah. And then they were still together. And then my friend got a boyfriend and then she moved and then they both moved out and moved in with their SOs. And I was like very single. And so it was like such a crazy transition because I was like, oh, I don't just get to come home and get to have dinner with like my two best friends every night or like go do whatever with them. They're not just like in my house. Like I have to make efforts with like other single people.
Right.
So I had to just like expand my horizon. And then it comes into like, and then, you know, people get married and they have children.
Right.
And so like, if you're still the single one, whatever, when like people have the husband and the kids, like, I'm sure it often feels like you're the one making the effort because they have all these other things to think about. And it's no one's fault. No one's doing anything on purpose.
Very much. I'm relating to this very much as the single 38-year-old.
Yeah.
Like I have to reach out to see people because they have their partners, they have their families. And so usually if I don't, it won't happen. Not always. I've got some friends that are really good about it still. But that is kind of the plight of the like elder single gal.
Yeah, it's not really fair. Guy. It's not fair, but no one's doing it on purpose.
No, for sure.
And they're not.
And I'm not holding resentment for that at all. I mean, maybe towards the universe. Maybe just be like, yo, bro, come on, like, help me out.
Yeah. And then sort of research backs up the idea that like adult friendships require more intentional effort. So according to a study from Oxford University, friendships require consistent contact to maintain. Specifically, you need to see or speak to a close friend at least once a week to keep them in your inner circle. So that I think is like crazy. Like I have a lot of very close friends I don't talk to every week. But then when we're together, it's like no time has passed. So I actually don't agree with that.
You don't agree with Oxford?
No, Oxford is stupid. Okay.
No, but I think that makes sense. I definitely have a lot of friends that I don't get to talk to all the time, but we pick up right where we left off.
Yeah. And then I have ones I talk to every day.
Yes, same. And like Allie moved across the country and I still talk to her multiple times a week.
Yeah, but like Allie, I miss her.
But she needs to come back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stop calling her so that she moves back.
Everyone stop talking to Allie.
Stop talking to Allie Winston now.
PSA, stop talking to Allie Winston. Maybe she'll come back. No, she's crushing it out there in New York.
Yeah, we love it for her.
I can't wait to visit.
Yeah.
So the friendship recession is real, as we talked about in our male loneliness epidemic episode. We talked about how it's a global issue, and then it's just worse for men in America.
Yep. Young men in America.
Young men in America. Yeah. So studies show that Americans have fewer close friends than they did 30 years ago. And women in their 30s specifically report the highest rate of friendship loneliness because they're in the thick of the life transition years. So I think women often, you know, you get your husband and you get your kid.
Baby, and you get wrapped up in that, which is so fair.
Yeah.
It means stressful. That stuff is not stress. It's beautiful. It's like lovely that you're married and have a child. But it is all consuming. And then when you're like, wait a second, where are my girlfriends? And they're not there. That sucks.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard on everyone. So yeah, the key point is adult friendships don't dissolve because people stop caring.
Right.
It happens because life creates distance and people just kind of forget how to bridge it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the different types of friendships and how they end, and then I'll talk about what happened with me.
Okay.
So not all of them are the same. There's the slow fade, which I think we've all experienced.
Yeah.
Like, and this is probably the best option.
Right.
Nobody does anything wrong. You just drift apart. Life takes you in different directions.
I feel like that definitely happens to me when somebody moves away.
Yeah.
And like you do try to keep up, but if you both are busy, like because you're not in your general vicinity, it's easy to like accidentally just like let it fade.
I'm really bad about that. I let that happen in my life, and it's like a quality I'm working on. Yeah. There are like some friendships I genuinely miss that because I've moved away from them, I don't make the effort.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also think I agree. I've done the same. And then I'm so bummed when like somebody's really hurt by it because I'm
don't take it personal.
It works both ways.
Yeah.
And like I'm not taking it personally that you haven't reached out to me or whatever, you know, we're fine. Like let's just pick back up. If like we both set the intention of trying to put a little bit more effort in, then let's do that.
People take everything so personally. It's like drives me nuts. Yeah. I'd do a whole episode about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's the falling out. There's a specific conflict, a betrayal. Someone breaks trust.
Mm-hmm.
These are painful, but at least you know why the friendship ended.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I don't fuck with her anymore. And here's why.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
She did this. She did that. Yeah.
The one-sided ending. One person decides it's over with no conversation. The other person gets no say and no closure. Arguably the most painful.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere to put the grief.
Right.
And that's what happened to me and my friends. So I'll talk about that in a second. And then there's a friendship breakup, which is a deliberate, conscious decision by both parties to
like
end
a conversation
things,
of like, we're not doing this anymore.
I feel like never. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second because I feel like this never happens in friendships. It happens in relationships. You have to have a conversation to end it mutually and talk about why it's ending in a relationship. And that's healthy.
Right.
Because it gives you closure.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
In friendships, have you ever had that happen? No, because you try to do the slow fade instead.
I've had it happen with acquaintances. I've had like a conversation with somebody that I had some overlap with in like a group in San Francisco, and I was like, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I'm letting you know, and I need you to like not fuck with me too. Like, let's just go separate ways.
Good for you. Honestly, that's like very mature.
Thanks.
Because people don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll just avoid the person.
Yeah. I think it's one of the only times I've done it. But yeah. So I've lost my maturity after that.
Well, I think that person did something enough to where you were like, I gotta have this
chat. Yes.
Your hand was forced.
Yes.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they were impersonating me.
Right.
With other people.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, it wasn't me. And I was like, I know it's you.
Yeah, like through email, right? Or text or something?
Yeah, it was like screenshotted text and stuff.
That's like a...
That's the betrayal one.
That's the betrayal. That's the falling out.
You're right.
That's like, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
This needs a new category.
Yeah.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah.
We all have a crazy bitch who we were like, I have to get away from her. And yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, not my words, but I'm not,
No, crazy bitch.
Okay. Well, let's go into the one that you experienced.
So it was insane.
Yes.
So
that sounds incredibly painful.
Yeah, I've been friends with the same group of women for the last 25 years. So we met in middle school, and we've been sort of this really close group like you have with the sea creatures.
Yeah. I call mine the sea creatures.
Yeah, we have a name. I'll keep it private for their anonymity.
Yeah.
But we've been in each other's lives for everything.
Mm-hmm.
The death of my brother, the death of some other parents, grandparents. We've been to the funerals, weddings. We've always been bridesmaids, giving speeches, officiating each other's weddings, like all of it. Everyone's been there for everything. And so we have one friend who
in the group
who sent us an email, and there's 5 of us. Wait. Yeah, there's 5 of us. No.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Don't say their names.
No, I'm not going to say their names. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
So one of them in January sent us, well, we'd noticed she was kind of like not responding in the group chat starting in October.
She was slow fading.
I think she was trying to.
She was trying to slow fade.
But you can't slow fade a 25-year friendship.
Best friendship, yeah.
You can do that with like some other options. You don't have the option. That one has to be the friendship breakup if you're going to end it.
Yes.
Convo between the two of you.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be mutual, but it needs to be a breakup, a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did not get that. So she
sent an email though.
Yeah. So she slowly started to fade out and we were like, hey, what's going on? Then she sent an email in January that just said, I'm ending this friendship with you guys. We've drifted apart. I haven't really felt connected to you in a while. Mind you, she had been a bridesmaid at my wedding in August.
Yeah, just...
So I'm like, how long have you not felt connected?
4 months ago?
Right. 4 months before this email was sent.
Right.
And she said she feels judged by us sometimes, which is interesting because
But no examples of how?
No examples of how. And I often find that when someone says they feel judged by a whole group, that it's maybe you're feeling insecure about something going on in your life and you're projecting that onto me because... You
don't feel like you guys were judging her?
No, I don't because... And I mean, obviously it's me, so I'm going to be no, I wasn't doing that. And I'll acknowledge if I made someone feel that way.
I think that you are very... You tell me all the time I'm judging this. When we're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you would know, you would have a guttural feeling if you were yeah, maybe I was judging.
Yeah. I feel like the opposite was true. I feel like she would come with a problem or something and we would all kind of
rally
around her and try to build her up. I felt like a lot of my relationship with her was trying to build her up.
Right.
Make her feel better.
Good, yeah.
And good about herself and see herself the way that I see her.
Right.
Yeah, and still see her,
Yeah.
But there was no concrete examples.
Right.
And the one thing that was really wild.
And it wasn't a conversation, it's an email. Right. And this is a 25-year friendship.
Yeah. And we tried
This is a Post-it note from the guy on Sex and the City.
This is someone I would talk to every day.
Right.
For years and years and years.
Yeah.
And she literally was just I'm done being your friend and I'm not open to having a conversation with any of you. And she sent the same email to 4 women.
Right.
That's what was wild.
Yeah. There's no even personalization of what you guys had. I
was wait, how do 4 people all make you feel the same way?
Right.
That doesn't make sense because we all have our own individual relationships.
When you first got the email, did you think only you got the email?
No, I did not. Because it was addressed to all of us.
Oh, you were all CC'd.
I don't remember if it was.
Okay, but it wasn't Bri and then copy paste. That it was
to the group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so I never thought that, I was very offended by that because I was
you have a personal relationship with this person.
I'm not X, Y, and Z friend. I'm this friend.
Right. We have our own individual relationship in addition to the group.
Right.
Yes.
Wild. So I'm you just see me as another member of the group, which is odd.
Yeah.
And so it was the craziest. It's someone died because she just completely cut off communication. Mm-hmm. And some of us have kids. She's their aunt. Mm-hmm. And the kids are asking, where is she?
Right.
And people are having to explain to their children where this person in their life went.
Right.
It was just wild. And nothing happened to be that extreme.
Right. There wasn't a big blow up fight or some sort of that you know of.
We have racked our brains.
Yes.
As a group. We have investigated this to the utmost and tried to be very honest with ourselves and with each other.
Yeah.
And no big catalyst has ever come up. So I was and what's even more wild is in the 25 years we've been friends, she's never once told me that something I was doing was making her feel bad about herself, judged. She's never said anything like that to me or anyone else. So I'm if you really care about someone, I would hope that you would give them the benefit of telling them how they're making you feel so that they can correct the behavior. Because I'll always change my behavior if my friend is telling me something I'm doing or saying is upsetting them.
Yes. At least reflect,
Absolutely. But I can't do that.
Yeah, because
she just freaking left. So
yeah,
it was so wild.
And it really hurt you.
Yeah.
You were very sad.
Yeah.
I remember when you first talked to me about this, and I don't think you even told me about it right away because it was kind of a is this for real?
Well, it was more like, I don't want to talk about it because it's going to
so-
the more I talk about it, the more I would think about it. And you know how like
Yeah.
when things like that first happen, it's all you're thinking about.
Sure.
And I was like, I need to stop thinking about this.
Right.
I mean, honestly, like I've had a couple people hurt me in my life, like betray me deeply that are like close to me. One of them being my birth father.
Mm-hmm.
This was the second worst thing that someone's done that's like close to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
just because you cared you love this person
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
And you don't have an answer.
No, I don't have an answer. I just want her in my life. So it's like so wild. But it sort of talks more to like the life path divergence thing that happens in your 30s, where I think like we all are like deep in our careers, deep in our relationships. We're all married except for this friend. And so I think, and I'm not saying that not everyone needs to be getting married. Not everyone needs to be having kids. If that's not your journey,
you hang
then
out
fuck
with
it.
me all the time and I'm not married.
Yeah. I don't care. I truly could give a shit.
Yeah, totally.
Like any of my friends. I mean, if they want those things and they're not getting them, then I'm sad because I want them to have all the things they want.
Sure.
But I just think it was like a lifestyle difference in her mind. And I think it was making her feel bad about herself that we were there and she was not there.
But then again, this is also speculation or assumptions because she didn't tell you.
No, she never told me. And, you know, she seemed
You're trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, the last time we spoke about this, like she seemed very happy being single and like maybe not wanting to get married. And so I'm like, fuck yeah, go off.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right.
So I don't know. But I do think like when the paths diverge with friendships, it can often lead to maybe not something that extreme, but like that speaks to like the larger thing that's going on in our 30s where, you know, if your lifestyle is so different, like all of a sudden you're going from like partying together in your 20s to like, I can't go out, I have a child.
Right.
Those are like big changes. And a lot of the time you can feel like you're losing your friends. I felt that way when all my friends were getting married for a time and I was sad about it. I wasn't mad at them. I was happy for them.
Sure.
But I was still sad about it myself.
Yeah.
So I can relate to like where she would be coming from with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's where she's coming from. Again, we don't know. But yes, I can totally relate to that. I think there's a lot of, from personal experience, there's a lot of celebrating other people's love, especially in your 30s.
Yes.
Inclusive of children. So it's weddings and children. And when you are single, there's not a lot of celebrating of you.
No.
In
all you're doing is spending
capacities.
all your money on your friends.
Which, like you just said, I'm happy to do. And I love celebrating the love of my friends.
Yeah.
But it can get exhausting to a degree.
I remember it is exhausting.
But I also think if that is how this woman that you experienced this was feeling, I also think she could have gone to you. I know you in the group of girls. She could have gone to you and said, I'm feeling exhausted.
Yeah.
This friendship is feeling a little exhaustive at this point. Here are my reasons why. Or just like, I need a break because I'm dealing with some big feelings that I need to get through.
Yeah.
And I think because you guys have had a 25-year friendship, you guys might try and fight to like have more of that conversation. But at the end of the day, I know you very well. And I think you would have been like, understood. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, just tell me
what's going on. And like, when you're ready, here I am.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about communication. And yeah, it's just, I don't know what her reasons are.
Right.
But
that would drive me nuts.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Because I need to know.
Right.
You know? But I just have had to make peace with the fact that I might never know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like,
you can't control what other people do. You can only control your reaction.
I do feel also the need to say, like, I am pretty honest about who I am. And like, I've been in friend groups and seen friend groups where there is like cattiness and all that. Like, we genuinely don't have that.
And you've loved each other since you were 8.
Like we don't have like those fights. We don't have like comparison. We don't compare ourselves to each other. We don't like, we celebrate each other's wins. We're happy for one another. Everyone in our group is so different.
That's what I was going to say. It would be even hard to start comparing because you're all over the map. You're like such a great dynamic group.
Yeah. And it's like such a special group too. I'm like, how can you let that go? But Anyway, so like it's not like a thing where it's like they're mean girls. Like that's not what we have going on here.
No.
Yeah.
My brain goes to so many questions on this, but I won't die. I mean, we can talk offline, and then if we want to bring it back to the pod, we can. But I'm like, where is she now?
I know,
That's
right?
where my brain goes. Like, is she all right? Does she have somebody she's talking to?
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because like we know people who know her.
Because you still care, like
our whole lives.
As hurt as you are, I know you care.
Of course, I care.
Yeah.
No, I'll always care.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get it
also,
either.
like, I am such a great friend.
You are.
To have.
Yes,
like,
I know.
How can you let this one go? I'm such a good friend.
Literally, I could never let you go. And if anything even ever happened with my brother, he's not allowed to let you go either.
Exactly.
Nobody's letting you go.
Exactly.
You're in my family for life. I can't live without you. Like we talked about at the top of this.
Freaking agreed. And now I want to talk about how you can kind of prevent what happened to me from happening to you all out there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Not that it will be that extreme, but just like, it was a good reminder to be like, am I a good friend? Like a lot of self-reflection.
Sure.
You know? So here's how to be a good adult friend, right? Show up for the boring stuff, not just the milestones. So like, you don't just go to their kid's first birthday where there's going to be 50 other people there and you barely see each other. Like, be like, I'll come over on Tuesday night. We'll order takeout. We'll watch a show, like low maintenance shit.
Yes. For friends that live in your general vicinity, love that.
Yeah. Or just like, I hate when
you do this. When you go to your doctor's appointments in LA, you will usually be like, hey, we're going to swing by. Like, let's order tacos to Madre.
Yeah.
And we'll wait out traffic and just spend a couple hours together. I love that. That brings me like an incredible amount of joy.
Yeah. And it's like, no frills, just something chill.
Yeah.
So, and also this is important. Say the thing you're thinking. So like, I miss you. I've been thinking about you. I'm proud of you. So like, if someone pops in your head and you're like, oh, like this and that, like just send them the quick text that it takes 2 seconds to be like, I think you're amazing. Whatever. Those ones are great.
Also, if you think that super late at night, I recently learned how to schedule send texts.
Ooh.
So you can do that on the phone.
That.
I did that when I sent you the Facebook Marketplace of the hot air balloons for a nursery. I found that at 11:30 p.m. and I was like, can't text her now. So I sent it for 9 a.m. the next morning.
I remember I was like, this is early for it. And it was great because I was sitting down with my coffee at my desk and I was like, cute. Also voice notes. Just like something funny happens and if it makes you think of someone, I'll send one not even expecting a response. I'll just be like, oh my God, this just happened. And like, I'm going to give you blah, blah, blah.
And for some people, that's much easier. Dina, my very good friend, she's got, I'm almost 3-year-old, I guess, at this point. And she's busy and like our timing doesn't always coordinate. You know, she's got her job, then she's got to put the kid down and she's exhausted too. So she's great. I like to talk on the phone. I hate texting. Yeah. And she's like not even compromise, but like what she's capable of is sending me voice notes. Yeah. And then I will try calling her to give her my response a day later or 2 days later. And if I can't catch her, I can do a voice note.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're great because sometimes you're like, I'll listen to this tonight.
Yes.
Like a little podcast while I'm washing my face or something.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the perfect time to reconnect. The longer you wait, the more the gap feels insurmountable. So just reach out. Even if it's like feels random, like no one's going to not want that. You know, everyone wants to be, and just keep it low pressure. Just be like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Yeah. I miss you.
Right.
Normalize friendship check-ins. So periodically asking, are we good? Is there anything I've done that's bothered you? Like Clay and I do this where like, we'll have like relationship check-ins. I'll be like, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about us right now? Like in general, you know, and you can do that with friends too. You can be like, hey, like, do you feel like we're doing good right now? Yeah. You know, just takes the pressure off and keeps small things from becoming like big things.
Yeah. Yeah, because if there actually is something festering, hopefully, because you're good enough friends, like that's the door opening to like, actually, I wanted to talk to you about this.
And again, it's so much harder to tell a friend what's bothering you than like a partner, right? So we just have to keep trying to like flex that muscle. Quality over quantity. 1 or 2 friendships are worth more than a bunch. Protect your close friends like you protect your romantic relationship.
I love that.
Yeah. So give them the same time, maybe not the same, but give them time, attention, and intention.
Yeah. I always say that with the sea creatures and like with you and with Cass and some of my other good friends, I'm like, I feel like these people are my soulmates. They're just
Yeah.
not my sexual partners. So they are my soulmates, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know, maybe this lifetime, I think I do I think that's why I'm not ever feeling lonely and I do have a full calendar because I'm like, these are my girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
This is filling a lot of gaps for me, you know?
Yeah, and that is very important. Like if you didn't have that,
totally, I'd be so lonely.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's huge. So I think that's my big takeaway is like protecting those like close friendships, like you would romantic relationships, and just being willing to go out of your way and show up for them.
And be really brutally honest. Yeah. You know, in relationships, everybody, like therapists are always like, you have to communicate. Communication's the biggest thing. You have to do that as friends.
Yeah, and you have to do it. And if she had told each of us individually whatever we were doing that was upsetting her in the moment, or even like a month later, a week later, a year later, then we could have avoided this whole dramatic thing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Well, maybe if she's listening, it'll inspire her to give you a call and give you some closure or some real information.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of unanswered texts.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
No, but I just think, and it also, on like a positive note, it also just made me really appreciate and like look at all my close friendships and be like, oh, I'm so glad that I have these.
Right.
And like, I will
value them
hold
so
on to
much.
them and like treasure them forever.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your friends close.
And your sister-in-law's closer.
That's right, bitch. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye. Thanks for listening to Sister-in-Law.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a 5-star review to help get the word out about the show. And be sure to subscribe so you never miss another conversation.
Special thanks to our producer, Pat Svoboda. We keep showing up and talking into microphones, and Pat somehow converts that into a podcast. Thanks, Pat.